Assalamu alaikum and happy Heritage Day from Assalam Media to you. As we all know, Heritage Day is a very special holiday in South Africa because it commemorates different cultures that exist in our country and that make up this beautiful country that we're in. I am sitting here today in Soweto at the Zhange family with Sheikh Sayed Ali Zhange to speak about his conversion to Islam. He is known as the first Muslim in Soweto. Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh. How are you?
Alaikum salam.
I am very honored to be here with you at your lovely home and also to share your conversion story with us. So, Sheikh, can you please tell us about your life before accepting Islam?
I used to live a normal life, mm, like everybody live, like every young man lives. Mm, but there was not so much involved in liquor. See, but other things, youth life, I was involved with friends, youth friends, and I grew up in that kind of life. So it was only one day that now, when I was 22 years, and then I said to myself, I don't want to live. Well, I want my family to become a special people. You know? Don't want to live this kind of life which people are living here. You find out drinking involved, going around. See, some people are ladies are wearing just short dresses, etc. So I say I want to live a special life. See? So, but I was a person who liked to read
Yeah.
a lot. I used to write a lot. I read a lot. Then I used to love boxing a lot,
Mm.
lot boxing. Whatever people, whatever say boxing there, I used to make sure I must make sure participating in that boxing. I must do what's happening there. Now, one day when I was reading it was a paper called what do you call this paper? Drum. Yeah.
And that
So
was it.
yeah, that in the drum there, I saw a person called Muhammad Ali. So this Muhammad Ali was still he also was still young that time, but he was a world champion. So he was talking about he accepted Islam. So he accepted Islam. So I think who make who make him to accept Islam? It was Elijah Muhammad. Elijah Muhammad I think Elijah Muhammad was using him to spread Islam among the Americans. So I was now following his lifestyle. So one day he told the people that now he wants to get married. Mm, and he wants to get married to a woman that is a Muslim.
Mm.
Yeah. And this woman must always be properly covered.
Mm.
So when I was still following this, I saw again in the paper that they had married a lady called Barinda. Yeah, Barinda. So when I looked this, I said this person is taking a different life. Look, this woman is very young, very young. I think at that time that woman was about. He married a man who's a world champion, and this man is a Muslim.
Mm.
You see, and he's talking about Islam. So I said, this is a life what I want to follow. Look, this woman is properly covered, and he's respectful when he's standing there. Also,
Mm.
so if you can get this kind of life. But now I didn't know that Islam there's Muslims in South Africa. I was not aware that in South Africa there are Muslims.
Mm.
You see, sorry, let me just answer.
So we'll be back with him with his conversion, and
Yeah.
he's a very wonderful person to talk into because
Mm,
he's one of the first Muslims to accept Islam in
mm,
Soweto, and
with you.
his story is very
Mm,
not so much well known, but we're diving into it, and we're going to speak to him more as he further elaborates
mm,
about wanting a special
yeah.
life. And you saw that through people like Muhammad Ali who embraced Islam during that time. And I mean that the times were the same in South Africa.
So now I was not, no, I didn't know what to do now. Well, whether will I do this thing? Will I follow that person from America as is doing, or yeah, or what I'm going to do? I'm just going to get married. Say my wife, she must wear, like, must cover yourself properly. You see, now, the thing that another thing again. You see, we as closer people. You see, we got this thing that the women folk must always be properly covered. If you go to Eastern Cape, you find women folk are dressed with long dresses, and a woman, when you get married to a woman, they call him makoti. This makoti also must dress properly. Yeah, but now here in the cities, that thing was not there. It was only in the countryside. So I didn't know what to do now. I was stuck now. I was stuck. Who's going to teach me? How I'm going to become a Muslim and etc. You see. So one day when I was working to a company. This company had this person called I used to call him Sali. You are Sali, but I used to call him Sali. Now he was very friendly with me, very friendly because he had to work also. He could see me. This man is not much involved in other activities like other black people. He's always keeping himself alone, etc. So I used to ask him, every Friday I see you going to your church. And he said to me, no, my church is for a Muslim. He said, "You're a Muslim?
Yeah.
Are you following Muhammad Ali's religion?" He says, yes, I'm following Muhammad Ali's religion. I'm most interested about you now. I want one day you must take me to your church. I want to see how people are praying there. He said, no, don't worry. One day when you are ready, I'll take you there on Friday. So after a few weeks or a few months, he came. He went to the church again. He came back with a pamphlet, but the pamphlet didn't see it. I think he took it out from his pocket. He put it on top of the desk there, and the manager was calling him and then to discuss something. So when was he left? I went to that pamphlet and I looked at the pamphlet. I saw this pamphlet speaking about Nabi Musa revelation. Yeah. So Nabi Musa revelation. Nabi Musa got this revelation as the Bible was relating to us. So I said to myself, who this Musa? And then as I started asking, when he came back, he said, tell me, I left that because I didn't want to do what I saw that pamphlet. I said, sorry, I see a pamphlet there. That pamphlet calls speaking about Nabi. He says Nabi Musa. Who is this Musa? He said to me, Musa is Moses. I said, the revelation. I know the revelation also from the Bible. I used to read the Bible similar to the. Then he said to me, Nabi Musa was a prophet. Nabi means a prophet. I said, great man. Means a prophet. He said, yes. I said, do you believe also in this Moses? He says, yes. He is a great prophet. He's a prophet of the Muslims. I said, great man. I said, listen here. One day I want you to take me to the mosque. I want to go to your church. He said, no, I'll take you there. Don't worry. I'll take you there. Don't worry. So after 2 weeks, the company says you must go to Cape Town. They transfer me to Cape Town. I was stuck now. That was 1968. I was stuck. Now, what am I going to do now? This man is no more here, but they directed me where the church, this church is. But now it's far from me to walk from you. Well, to go there in town there at Nugget Street. I'm going to go there. Now this thing was always.
You had a desire.
Yeah, it was always in my heart. Sometimes when I sleep, also in my heart. One day I had a dream. Because this thing, see, I was worried about this thing. I wanted to go there, but I didn't know how to go there. So this I have a dream. I saw people in like a church, this church. There was no chairs in that church there, and everybody was wearing white clothes. They were all bowing down. See, this thing shocked me. I said to myself, let me ask my mother in the morning. I said, my mother, you saw, I got a dream, man. This dream is worrying me, man. I saw people praying in a church, but this church had no chairs like other churches.
Yeah.
They're all bowing down, see, with their heads.
Yeah.
And when I said, see, my son, now God is trying to bring you back to the church. So, Mama, this was not a church. This is something else. This is not like a Catholic church where people sitting on chairs. There's something else. So yes, God wants you to come back. So no, this is not a church, Mama. I'll investigate about this. He said, so I know you're very stubborn of going to the church. I'm leaving you. God's trying to show you. God's trying to guide you. You're rejecting this guidance. So that man left 68. He left to Cape Town. 69. 70. I left the company. I got another job in town now. That was now Colosseum building there. Yeah. Colosseum building. Now Colosseum building is not far from the place that Sally showed me, Nugget Street. On September, when I come at home, I said to me, I want to go there. I must go there. And I want to get married. I want to go there first before I get married. So I decided, man, let me do this. Let me ask them. The church is starting at Friday and at 12 o'clock. What am I going to do? And my lunch is 1 o'clock to 2. What am I going to do? I said, I'll tell you, I'm going to speak to my manager. It's an Afrikaner, you see. It's Mr. Mulder. Mr. Mulder, I want to take my lunch on Friday earlier. He said, what time? I said, I want to take it from 12 to 1. Yeah. 12 to 1? Why? He called me Peter. Why, Peter, you want to take your lunch 12 to 1? I said, no, I want to do some shopping. At 1 o'clock, there are a lot of people going around. I won't be able to do good shopping, He said, okay, but make sure that 1 o'clock or something past 10 past 1 or quarter past 1, you must be here, the latest. My intention was not to go to shopping. My intention was to go there, and that place that man told me. You see? So I went there, and at 12 o'clock I left. My colleagues asked me, why are you going so early? I said, no, man, I'm going to shopping, man. I want to make my shopping right. Yes, I was going to go 1 to 2. People are packed, man. You can't do proper shopping. It's okay. My intention was to go there. So when I came there, Nugget and Market, I was looking now where's the place? Where is this place? Is Fashion Spring. I could not see it. I went a little bit up with Nugget Street. I saw there are Muslims, there are people, Indians. They're coming in. Now I'm standing there in front of the door there. You see, just that distance. This is about 3 meters, 4 meters. You don't greet me. They just look at me and get in. Look at me and get in. Then there comes a man with a white scarf, white. Yeah. Then I said, that man looked like those people I saw them in my dream. So he came. When he came, he said to me, now shy also to ask, he said to me, hey, I'm seeing you from that distance there. Can I help you? I said, yes, you can help me. I want to see how you people pray inside. See, I want to see how you pray. He said, welcome, man. Welcome. He said, when I come to the door, he said, take out your shoes. I take out my shoes. He said, put it there under that bench. I put it under the bench. He said, sit there on top of the bench. He goes, look. Now inside there what people are doing there. When I look, I saw people bowing down. I said, can somebody take his highest portion of his body, put it on the floor? Can that thing happen? So this thing was remind me about those people who were bound down, all their heads down on the floor. Then the imam was giving the imam, the person there, the priest was giving a talk. He was giving a talk about the prophet Muhammad. How how did Allah give him the revelation of being a prophet? See, so I listened to this thing. So I listened and said, no, this this talk speech this man is giving here. I once read about it in school at grade 8, at standard 8. A teacher was teaching us that it was a short history about Muhammad, but they were criticizing him. You see that he was a man who liked women folk. He was a man who claimed to be a prophet, who claimed to be a leader. All the things with him. Yeah, I see. He was a false prophet also. So, but that man was giving talk there. He put it very beautifully, man, very beautifully. I said, no, man, this man is because the teacher also used to teach me that history. With two students there. Used to ask him now, this history now, why is ending now? Why you don't tell us this history? We must continue to see this man. Why did this man ended? You see, he said, you see, the syllabus is ending here. It can't go. They didn't give me well. I also don't know what happened with Muhammad, but they gave me up to here. You see, I must teach you students. I said, no, that means that history they're giving us was a false history.
So at that time you declared it was a false history.
Yeah, I said, no, it was a false history. This was not the right history, man. I think this man they're talking about, he was a good man. You see, yeah. So that man, after prayer, he said to me, do you want to come back again and I was elaborate more about this prophet? You see, yeah, I'm knocking off at 5. I'll try to be here at 5:15. Because it's not far from the company which I used to work to. So 5 o'clock, I was there. He went in. He said, no, don't sit there. That same chair that you used to sit. Sit there and look what we are doing here. We are doing prayers now. I think we are doing Asr. Yeah, it was Asr. We're doing Asr. After that prayer, he said to me, no, I'm taking you home. But before taking you home, I want to take you to my house first. You see, I want to have some supper with you. I'll take you home. Are you in a hurry? He said, no, I'm not in a hurry. I'm still a young man. I got no lot of appointments. So he took me to his house. I went to his house. He told to me, you're in my house, man. I'm a practical person. I don't work with shoes in the house. I leave my shoes at the side. Just there. There's a rack outside there. Put your shoes there. And then I put my shoes there in the house here. I didn't see his wife. But I see his wife passing. Wearing wearing the juba, a black juba. I cannot even recognize his face. See, so you're telling me about the history of Islam, what happened, I became more interested now. I want to know more about this person. I said I like also his lifestyle, also this living. He took me home. The following day, he said to me, Saturday I'm coming to fetch you. No, so Saturday is the only day that we used to go to the bicycles. At that time, used to wear like men about time. It was nice. We used to enjoy only Saturday because we would go to the bicycle. It was nice, look pictures, etc. When I was preparing myself to go, I see the cars here. He said to me, I'm coming to fetch you now. Now I'm trying to make excuses. No, I'm going somewhere. He said, no. Me and you make appointment for today. I must come and fetch you. See, you must be an honest man. So I became shy. I said, okay. He took me to a place in Kliptown. No, Kliptown was a place they used to pray Jamaat Khana. So I'm making my prayers here. Then from there you're going to meet some Muslims around here. I went. I sat there. After finishing prayers, he took me around El Dorado Park. I met some Muslims, met some black Muslims also. But those black Muslims are not from this country, are from Malawi, etc. Introduced me to them. He said, these are also Muslim, I said, wonderful, That means I'm not alone here. There are Muslims also from other countries here. That means this religion is not only in South Africa, it's all over it's all over the country. So the third day, he said to me, now, I'm going to make you a Muslim now. Want to become like us? I said to him, what? I want to become like you. You see. So I took me to Imam in Nuclear. The Imam explained to me about Muslim, how must I do, what kind of life must I live, I must change my lifestyle, I must not live anymore like the other people are living, I must do this, I must pray, I must go and learn, etc., so that I can have more knowledge. They converted me into Islam. Now, he gave a little bit of knowledge now about these people. You see, what Ali, who was Ali, and the Prophet, when the Prophet started spreading Islam, who elderly person like Abu Bakr, so Abu Bakr was an Arab, but a very rich Arab, he became a Muslim. Then the Prophet's cousin, Ali also became a Muslim, but was very young, you see. Yeah, he said he was very young, sometime like you see. So when he asked me, which name did I choose from here, I said, no, I want to become Ali. I said, now, you see, you become Ali. He said to me, now, I won't call you only Ali. I'll say Sayed Ali. I'll respect this name, Sayed Ali. Yeah, I said, no, Alhamdulillah. So I was called now Sayed Ali at that time. Now every when I come back from work, I used to go to Euclid to go and learn. Sometimes 5 days a week. Sometimes you feel I'm tired, a little bit tired. I go 3 days, 4 days, but I used to be punctual. And this brother said to me, no, what happened now? I want to take you to Cape Town now. December. You got your leave on December? And my home is in Cape Town. I want to take you to Cape Town. So we went to Cape Town. It was wonderful. We used to pray. Now faith come in now. See, I started now say that no. He said to me, you see, at Cape Town, he told me, you see, look at Soweto. I look at Soweto. He says, I don't want you to be the only Muslim in Soweto. You must talk about this thing in Soweto. You must talk about your religion in Soweto. You must talk about your friends. Tell your friends about this religion. See. So I started talking about this. Some of the friends were Jehovah Witnesses. So they invited me. They were very cross.
I would understand.
Yeah, they're very cross. Was said, how can you take this religion of the Indians, but this is not the religion, man. This is it's a culture. See, it's not a religion. This thing, man. It's India. Then don't take it, man. I said to him, he said, you see, you must believe in Jesus Christ. I said, yeah, Jesus Christ, you must believe in him. But as a prophet, not, you see, because now I had a little bit of knowledge now, I could talk. You see, sometimes you used to talk until about 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock at night. You wanted to convert, they didn't want me to become a Muslim, because some of their children, they were staunch Christians or Jehovah Witnesses, and they were very close to me.
So they thought that you would,
they will, I will influence them. You see. So one day I was working in town there. I was going to buy a coffee for myself. I met a person called Muhammad Ali Villani. He saw me went to the Indian shop. He said, "Oh, daughter, you turn hand up." I said, "No, man, I'm going to buy a hit for myself, man. That coffee, I see. I think I saw them in the window. They're selling them here." He said to me, "Hey, ask Anthony, I turned now." He said, "Now, provided you follow me, you can't just buy that thing, put it in your head, and go around and show people you are the different person. You must follow me. You must follow the way. You must follow my way of life. I can allow you to buy that thing." He said, "Manji, someone else hoping there. He was elder than me. So I'm working in town. Where?" So I told him the place. I said, "I'm also in like a street, man. How can we meet?" I said, "You can meet at a certain place. There's a place of a mosque there." He came there. Yeah, so I show him now. I'm showing him now what to do now. You see, he became a Muslim. So now we're two Muslim now.
within Soweto at that
Yeah,
time.
two Muslim.
MashaAllah.
Muhammad Ali was staying, was staying in Netherlands. I was staying in Rockville. See,
Mm,
so now it was difficult to us to communicate every day because he was far from me. I said to him, "You know what, Papa? What time are you off? Knocking
mm,
off?" He said, "No, I'm knocking off at 5." So very good. I was also knocking at 5. Let's go to Newclear and go and learn, man.
mm.
The only thing to get knowledge here is to learn.
And at
So
that time you were young,
yeah,
maybe, you
we're
know.
young, we see us young.
So
See,
I think it's very inspiring because as young people they were very driven by their one thing that Sheikh mentioned, that his love for knowledge, and it pushed you and it created that desire inside of you to want to learn about this religion, and the way you passed it on even as dawah to Muhammad Ali also, it also kind of reminds me of the character of the legendary boxer Muhammad Ali,
yeah,
because even when he accepted Islam, he was very very
yeah,
very vocal about
vocals,
it,
yeah,
and also I think maybe that name that you took as Ali would also
yeah.
represent the legend himself.
But to me, it was representing this young man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now Muhammad Ali himself was a little bit elder than me. You see, when you ask him which name do you want to be, he said, "I want to be like that boxer star in America, Muhammad Ali." And immediately, he didn't waste time. He changed his name because his name was Albert. He changed his name from Albert to Muhammad Ali. He was the first person to change his name from Albert to Muhammad Ali. He was a little bit more knowledgeable than me at that time. You see, because he says,
Mm,
I used to read a lot about Muhammad Ali. So I used to live here. I go to Muhammad Ali in Middle East.
mm,
I used to walk from here to Middle East. So
yeah.
now another one came in now. We met him in Nuclear. He was coming from Padco. See, he saw us.
Mm,
He met us. Me and Muhammad Ali going to the station. So he asked us, I see you wearing this kind of hats. Where did you get them? Explain to him. He said, I like this religion. I like this religion, but I don't know what to do, man. He said, no, come with us. We took him to Nuclear.
mm,
He prayed with us there in Nuclear there. After a few days, he says he become a Muslim. But
mm,
I asked him, now, what's the Imam used to, he's a very knowledgeable Imam. He used to tell us about the names of he said, Moses is
Musa.
Musa. Uh, Isa is Jesus Christ. Muhammad is the last prophet of Islam. He said, now all these people are mentioning them, they are all Muslims. We're not preaching something different from others, from Adam or from David or Dawood. We're preaching one thing. We're all Muslims. He said, no, what is a Muslim? A Muslim is not an Indian. A Muslim is not an African. You see, a Muslim is the one who submits himself to the laws of God. When you submit yourself to the laws of God, you are a follower of Islam. You are a Muslim. So then Isa said, "No, I want to become. I want to have the name of Jesus Christ." So Jesus Christ was Isa. So it was Isa. Now we're three. We became three now.
Mm.
Now it's already a Jamaat now. Now they used to come to me. That time I was already preparing to get married. You see, I was already preparing to get married. At the age was already 23, 24 years old. They said to me, uh, Brother Said Ali, you want to come to your house, man? You want to visit you? So you can visit in my house.
Mm,
They came at home. They found out I'm married or I got a wife already. They look at my wife. They saw my wife was wearing the attire. My wife was no more wearing short.
she was very
Yeah,
modest.
I also met her also. I converted her also in Islam because I met her in a train in a train, and I was wearing a tops, those caps, that
Yeah.
tops. I was wearing very nice, very expensive shoes. I saw her in the train there, so she was standing there, but I could see she's holding a Bible on her hand.
Mm,
Yeah. So now when she sat, luckily she sat next to me. So I started now you were staying in Orlando. Now from Park Station to Orlando, I started talking about this religion. He said, "Hi, mina, mina ngilandela into abazalwana." You see, so on. I say, "What is abazalwana?" He say, "Abazalwana ngabantu abezinto A1." Yeah, I see, I'm a Muslim. You must know that. A very staunch Muslim. I'm born in so. Very staunch. Now he was listening to me. This man is a young man, but he's he's talking. He's not talking like other young people. He's talking differently, etc. I said, I'm a Muslim. He said to me, I heard about this religion, but I don't know where this religion is. I said, this religion is, most of the Indian people, they're following this religion. Most of the Indian people here in this country here. I said, yes, Indians. Hi, Indians, that religion of Indian is not right. It's not right. I said, no, I can't follow it. I said, it's right. Then we make appointment with her again. See, the following Sunday. Now he was started listening to me when I talked about him, talking about the prophets. He's reading me the Bible. I said, I understand the Bible now. See, sometimes this Bible, some other words have been changed here, and not as original. You see, Jesus Christ is not the Son of God. Jesus Christ is a prophet of God, the messenger of God. He came to guide us, like Moses, like David, like other prophets. See? So we became interested now. He said, "Hey, I'll, I don't understand. I don't get what you're trying to say. I'll send the elders to come and talk to you." So one Sunday, they called me. I must come to the church. He said, as the priest said to her, tell that man to come over here, that young man to come here. Or the priest thought I was a big man, etc. I said, call him here. Because I could see that now I'm trying to convince this woman to Islam. That is, I went there. He said, "Who are your name?" I told him my name. I said, "Mina Banbanis. My Muslim name is so, but Mina so and so." You see. So now, how do you come to this religion? So no, this religion in Tandile, meaning Tanda, Mangbona. How the people are conducting their life? So no, but you're following a wrong thing. I must tell you, you're a young man. So you don't know nothing. You're following a wrong man. I said, no, I'm not following a wrong man. I think some people, elderly people, are following the wrong man because they're calling Jesus Christ the Son of God, the Son of God. God got no son. God got no beginning. God got no ending. How can God having a son? He must be that person. He must be a messenger. I said, no. But I left. After I left, he go to this girl. Said, that man there is a good man. If you want to get married with you, get married with you.
So this is the priest.
The priest telling his yeah.
Subhanallah, I'm so inspired by that story. It's a very lovely love story with your wife, and I just want to highlight this that back at that time you were at the peak of apartheid, and everybody was fighting a common war which was known as apartheid and also white supremacy. How did you and your family also, and also the friends that you mentioned, Muhammad Ali, go through the treatment, and how did people around you treat you? Basically,
at that time it was tough. It was tough. It was very, very tough. Because I remember sometimes when you work, trying to give dawah in Soweto to our friends around. Because Muhammad Ali had friends also. Isa also had friends also. I had friends also. Then we used to make appointments to meet them and discuss with them. You see. Now when we work, sometimes we used to work from here to Zone 1. Walking, not by that time the taxis were not so much, it was mostly buses. We used to walk from here to Netherlands. Now people at the roads used to call you, hey, my hippie. Muhammad, Allah. It was tough, Mama. It was very tough. It was very tough. But now we were not interested about those things. We were interested if that person. Sometimes we used to call him to come to us. The other one is drunk. He comes. Hey, Bizalani. No, I want to go to Allah. People are making salah, making adhan. I said, no, you see that thing, that thing that people are doing there, it's not an ordinary thing. Let me explain to you what that man says. You see, that man is calling the believers to come and pray. Yeah. He's telling the believers now there's only one God. See, understand? He's telling us that we must come and pray. We must come and pray. Come and pray. Come and make your prayers. You see, there's only one God. And then the last, Muhammad, this one we're talking about, making Muhammad, he says, Muhammad is my last messenger. He's telling the people around the world, Muhammad is my last messenger. This man says, yes, yes. He's telling us that Muhammad is the last messenger. So don't mock about this, man. The best thing to you is to learn about this. Say, hi, so on and so on and so on and so on. Some used to come again, you see. Politically, at work, when I came back from Hajj now, I was totally a changed man now. Totally a change. I was totally changed now. Change at no. My attire also was changed. Traditionally, I used to wear Islamic attire for the sake of showing these people, no, this attire is the attire of the Muslim, the whole world. It's not the attire of me alone here. And trying to attract them also. See, now, put attention to them. Was you wearing that attire? People started to say, who is this person? Why are you wearing this? Yeah? And I used to explain to them why I'm wearing this, why I'm doing this, why I'm doing this. Then people said, no, man. One day at work, a man from from a union now. This union, politically, it was a union which the government that did not want it must function in this country. This man was very close with the ANC. So he used to come to me and said to me, you know what? The way you're wearing and the way you're talking, you can change a lot of people's hearts. And people can change into you and start stopping drinking. See, they will do wonderful things in this country. So I used to come to me even here. He used to come here, and he said, I also want to become a Muslim. He's a very close person, but very close to me. You know, very close to that person. He used to come here. He said, that happened at night. At night, we meet in Soweto here, and I was propagating against apartheid. Say people must not follow this kind of unions which the government is forming for them. See, they must form a union that will confront the employers. See. So he used to come here. I used to learn with him here. I used to come to his house. His name was Fakrudin. He used to go to his house. One day, just before June 16. Before June 16, he said to me, I don't know. I used to know that June 16 is coming. He used to tell me, June 16, this country is going to burn. It's going to burn like you see when God was punishing the people, the people of Ark, whatever it is. He said this country is going to burn. And then you must be steadfast. Talk about this, but I'm going to leave this country very soon. I'm going to Botswana. From Botswana, I'm going to Zambia. And I really, he left. After leaving, now they came. Now been many. They came in many. Now they came in many. People came now. Politicians came. They left. CAC also before they. You see, my wife, younger brother, was a friend to CAC Mashinini. Yeah. Now they used to come to me here and ask me, why are you following this? We found this religion been a force, to the truth. See, I said you people also can follow it also. Say, but no, how are you going to do? Our parents are going to oppose us. I said, no, you can follow it secretly. You can make this. The prophets also used to do. People used to do things secretly. Used to preach secretly. So Mashinini, I was surprised to hear that now. Mashinini is the leader of the youth. He's the one that encouraged, the one that created this revolution. So Mashinini left my wife's younger brother, he also left. He went to overseas. Was a great photographer, you know. He went to
Mm.
overseas. So it's how Islam started to spread. We found out was not only now myself. There are others also now starting talking about this and bring them here. They used to come and learn here.
Mm.
It spread, now it spread until at the time he said, now we're going to build our own prayer place.
Mm.
Yeah. So we started looking for a place. So I got a place here through a superintendent, Africana,
Mm.
apartheid Africana. So to me, I like your style, man. How you talk and how you do things. I can get you a property where we can build up a mosque. He said to me, "I'll come tomorrow to me. I got an Afrikaans Quran, Afrikaans Quran,
So he has an
written written
Afrikaans
in,
Quran.
written in handwriting in Afrikaans. So
Subhanallah.
that was I have never seen that Quran up to now. I'm going to now for 50 years being a Muslim. I've never seen that Quran now. He
And
said, "No,
now,
this one I won't give it to you. I'm just showing you how the people in Cape Town translate Arabic into Afrikaans,
mm,
so that the Afrikaners can understand these things. But some understand it became Muslim, but now you can't see them anymore. They look like Malays. You can't see them anymore. You see the Afrikaner, you think it's a Malay, but it was not an Malay, it was an Afrikaner.
mm.
Yeah. He said to me, I'll get you a place. There's a place there that many people are applying for that place. I'm going to reject them. I'm going to put you. So I got that place there in that mosque there. I got that mosque there, that Afrikaner. After a few years, he passed away. He was an elderly person. He passed
Mm.
away. But I said, God must give him Jannah because he, he gave us a place where we can make our prayers.
And that was the first
Yeah,
mosque
that's how
you
Islam
visited.
spread now. Islam was spreading now. I was surprised now seeing others. I didn't even talk to them. They are Muslims. Muslims, yeah.
Subhanallah. But then also now, because it wasn't just the people that, were treating you that didn't know about Islam in
Yeah.
Soweto. But what about the born Muslim? How did they treat you? How did they see you as a
Some
Muslim?
some some Muslims used to accept us as as Muslims, but you call us converts.
Mm.
Yeah, sometimes you passed. You see now, because now you are aware now. This person is a Muslim. Sometimes I see the mosque. You say Salaam alaikum. Just look at you like that. Doesn't greet you.
Mm.
Just look at you like that. It doesn't greet you. Some greeted you, etc. Like when we started madrasa now, that was 1976.
Mm.
Madrasa, 1973 on March when I was already about 2 3 years coming back from Hajj.
Mm.
So it was an Indian guy here, down here, down. You see these new houses here.
Mm.
So, yeah, it was a long trees there. He was running a business there.
Mm.
All the shops in Soweto were banned. All those Indian shops, you didn't want to see them in Soweto. They were all burned down.
Mm.
But that man there, he was there. Next to him was a Chinese. So he said to me, "Listen here. If you want to run madrasa, when you want to teach small children, your children or Arab, your friends' children, etc., I got a place there. You can come and occupy that place there. You get a room outside about this length of room."
Mm.
So I went. I was in town. I've seen another old man there. An old man, Mr. Makobani, is very old, but he used to see me all the time. This man he's a young man, but he's here at the mosque. Door time is there, Asr time is there. One
Mm.
day he called me, Friday. He said to me, I got children at home, man. Some of them, they don't go to madrasa, they don't learn nothing, to grow up in a Christian environment. So it worries me. Can you teach? Because I was wearing now that attire. He thought now
Mm.
I'm a learned,
It's not.
I'm a learned Muslim in Islam. He said, okay, where are you staying? I said, no, I'm staying at Rockville. I said, can I bring my children there? You must teach them.
Mm.
I said, yes, you can bring them. Bring them to I'll teach them. Whatever I had learned, I'll pass it over to them.
Mm.
Whatever I had learned Monday to Friday, I'll pass it over to them. He said, I'll bring them. One day, It came with a Peugeot, that small Peugeot, 4x4. Inside there was about 8 children in that.
Allah.
8 children in that Peugeot there. You see, he said, I'm leaving them here. I'll come and pick them up at 3 o'clock. He said, no, leave them here now. Now the children become hungry now. The children become hungry. There was a man, another young man also. He was from Soweto, but his parents were staying in Elder Park. He was a little bit learned than me. You see, he used to come and help me. Now, see, he was very clever. He used to make them to sing. He used to make them to sing these songs of Muslims. No, Allah Muhammad. Inside it was a kalima. Say a zikr. He was doing it. So I used to listen to him. He said, "Now the children are hungry. What are you going to do now? You can't. You got no money. You're working. You can't cook for them special food." I said, "No, man. Let me go. Let's buy them macheu, man. Let's buy them macheu and bread. We buy the macheu and bread. Children eat. It was nice. They became happy. Next following day, the following weekend also they come again. So now Muslims now, that not Muslim, but the man there, he said to me, no man, your house now, I think your house is going to get small and the children are going to step your wife to clean the house, etc. You know, come and teach there, come and bring the children over there. He used to come there. One day I see a person came there. This person had a photographer, like a photographer. He says, are you Muslim? He said, yes. I say, I want to take photos of these children, you know. I said, no, you can't take photos of the children. For what sake? He said, no. I want to propagate your effort on making the children understand. Sometimes you can get people, Muslims that can help you, you know, on these children here. Because now it's too crowded now. The children are a lot. Because the children don't come with their friends now. The old man used to come with 11 children in that future. 11. Just imagine. He said, no, I can get somebody that can sponsor you with sometimes with a kumbi or something else, you know. And definitely after 2, 3, 4 months, somebody came. He said, I hear there's a madrasa going on there from the Muslim, but you used to call us new Muslims, you know. So I can help assist you of picking them up. So they pick them up. That kumbi also became small. It became small. So the place also became small. Now another man was doing bakery. He used to deliver bakery there. He used to see us on Saturday, the children there, you know. And he used to come out. I was not aware this man. He used to come out of that party and look. He didn't talk to me and look. See. Then he said one day I saw him in Peck Street. He said to me, you know what happened? There's a man want to see you, you know. I said, no, I don't want to meet these people which I don't know. You see. So that man wanted to see you, want to help me. I said, I don't need any help. One day he said to me, okay, come to my house. I'm going to have lunch with you before you go to work. Because I was friendly with him. I go to his house. He didn't take me to his house, take me to other people who wanted to assist us now fully, want to buy us now a bigger no, a van, not a bigger, small bus, yeah, transportation. And he want us to leave this place also. We must go and teach in Cape Town. That was now 1960, 1978. So he went to teach in Cape Town. Where Cape Town I became, we had about 36 children learning there.
Coming from different parts.
So they used to collect them in the mornings. The old man used to collect them in the mornings, you know, that kind, bring them to Cape Town. There, they used to cook for them. There's a man there, the butchery there, his name was Mr. Aswat. He used to bring some meat. This old man from Deep Kloof used to cook for them. It spread. Cape Town became small. We went. Now they said, now you must go to Lens now. In Lens now, they bought us a bus. There's a bus now. You could take about 50-something children at the time. So we take the children in Cape Town. As well, you found that in Cape now there. You get a proper tuition the children every Saturday and Sunday. Some of them now today, The alims today.
Subhanallah.
The alims. Ndebele who passed away used to be one of our students. Another one, Abdul Hamid, was staying in Mapetla. He even went to overseas, became an alim. So is how Islam spread now. It's spread now, spread up to wherever, up to today. I couldn't know how many Muslims are in Soweto now.
So I would say, from what you're saying, subhanallah, that the spread of Islam, how you delivered dawah in those different ways with communications with, friends and children, and the help from also other Muslims, is that it built a very strong Muslim community in Soweto. And I can see that it makes you very happy, and like you what's this, people like yourself and many, as you mentioned, have contributed to this very good cause of spreading Islam. And I want to ask your wife, as you mentioned, you loved the attire of Muslims, the fact that Muslim women cover modestly and act in a modest way. It's not just the covering that's modest. And the company, the
Others also, others in the elder other part used to talk about Islam herself.
She used to give dawah.
Yeah, to give dawah. When the friends come, they used to talk to them. They became Muslim, alhamdulillah. And then it was also a madrasa going on, a ladies madrasa going on here. They used to come every Sunday and come here and learn. So it's how Islam spread. She was not more shy, because once she became a Muslim, she was not shy to people. Someone asking, why? She was a young lady, why are you wearing long dresses on a lady? No, see, I'm a Muslim. I'm doing this and this and this and this and this and this and this. And some of them used to say, "Uhlala kuphi?" And I'm staying in Rockville. So they used to come here, and the ladies used to talk to them, became Muslim. Up to the day, she's an old lady now. But she's still talking about Islam. She's still talking. Even she's in a taxi, she will talk about it. She found out people are discussing about religion here. She's in touch. You can
Subhanallah.
It became a big thing. Even a friend, he was a nurse in Edbara. Yeah, she was only wearing trousers. Some of those light brown trousers. That lady says, tell the management that she doesn't want to wear those things. She want to wear a dress, but the dress must be a little bit longer than the knees down. The manager refused. He says, keep on propagating that thing until the manager agrees. Okay, you're a Muslim, you can wear like that. You can wear like that.
In Islam, it's said that one man's actions actions actually are measured by intention. And I can see that there was a very, 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 very big intention with the love of Islam, spreading of Islam that your family played. It wasn't just you, it was also your wife. And not propagating, actually, bad choice of words, but spreading dawah in such an amazing way. And you mentioned that Allah gave you an opportunity, granted you an opportunity to go for Hajj.
Alhamdulillah.
That is a big thing. That is subhanallah. And now you know that you've played another part of your deen, completed another part of your deen. How did that feel for you?
Oh, that was wonderful. When I hear that I heard about this, that Hajj is so much. No, that time the return plane to Hajj was less than 300 rand. Return plane to Hajj, less than 100 rand. So less than 300 rand.
Mm.
So I decided, they said to me, can I go to other countries also? So yeah, you take a boat. We are about four brothers, no, five brothers. You take a boat, it's going to be cheaper for you to go for Hajj. You see, a boat.
Mm.
The boat that time, the ship from South Africa goes until you go to England, but you got to change somewhere,
Mm.
So we took that ship. That ship, it was not so fast like other ships. Other ships used to pass us in there. We find somebody, when you come to Kenya, you find people says, we left on Wednesday. We go 2 days to reach here. We said again, so we to reach here, it took us nearly 14 days.
14 days.
14 days to reach Kenya. For that boat, when it leaves here, when it comes to Maputo, they must stand there, they must load cows, some things that go to England or somewhere else.
Mm.
You're going to stay there 14 days. You go into the land. You go into the land. You go to the masjid in the land in Maputo. You meet people there. Then from there, after 3, 4, 5 days, it leaves again. It goes to Tanzania. Tanzania, the same thing, but now Tanzania, they didn't want us to move out of the boat. We produce South African passport. They rejected it. They said you can't go out. Even you're a black person. He said no. Anybody with South African passport here must not go out of this boat. We used to sit there sometimes so long. See, then from there it goes to Mombasa. Mombasa in Kenya. In Kenya now there was not so much restriction. We used to go out. As where now my faith now developed now.
Mm.
When I go into Hajj, my faith was already strong. I was already proud of myself. No, now I'm a Muslim now. I can
Mm.
see things are happening here, where you find out. Each and every corner of the street is a mosque. Small mosque, small mosque, small mosque. When you call Adhan, it was so wonderful. It was so wonderful. We used to pray there. Come. I didn't even want to leave Mombasa. I was not married. I was going to stay there. It was wonderful. But the only thing that hated my heart became sore is that when I see people coming from Uganda, the Indians, some of the Indians have been chased away. Idi Amin.
Mm.
He put some restriction that all Indians must leave the country.
Mm.
Now some of them they're already old, the old people in a boat. Sometimes they passed away because they're not good doctors.
Mm.
They passed away. You go to bury them there. You can't go to bury in India. Same time at night after Maghrib, they said the Muslims said that there's going to be janaza here.
Mm.
Now I was surprised also what janaza. What janaza is going to be? Because then you should boat here. Then they call us. It was a place, open space about, so it was about 2 room. People go there and they make the janaza prayers. This person, they lower him down into the sea. Not only one. So sometimes before I reach Pakistan, I think 3 people passed away.
Mm.
And they lower them down. That's where I found out now, Islam is very strict now. I said, no, when a person passed away, you cannot take him from here. There's no ice here also, etc. Mm. You got to bury him the same time. Some people inside the
Mm.
boat used to complain. They left their properties. What they in Uganda. Our hearts were very sad that time. I said, how can this Muslim leader do such things? Why did he even fell for the old elderly people? Because Islam says elderly people must be respected,
Mm.
must be handled in a proper way. But why you chase them all away?
Mm.
Now I could see women folk there now properly. They were wearing pardas, wearing black attire, women folks. Then I said to myself, that means this Islam is not only in South Africa here. Islam is all over the world.
Mm.
See, I said, Alhamdulillah. So when I came to Hajj, it was West. Hajj, now Hajj. I
Right.
met I met I met an Arab student in India. He was studying in India. He was doing medicine in India. So we went together. We were both together. When I came to Hajj, my Hajj was so successful because this man is staying in Medina. So he took me to all the places, All the places, the important places in Makkah. Sometimes I used to ask me, come and stay, come and sleep, come and sleep. When I come to Medina, I didn't sleep at a hotel or at a mosque. I used to sleep at this house.
And
That became a bosom friend. You give me a gold watch. Gold watch. Well, that watch is already. I got it at home. Yes, keep it at home, but it's broken now. I would be fix it up.
yes, subhanallah.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, as we all know, Meccan people are known for their generosity, they love, and also for catering
Yeah, Arabs.
to the Hajj,
Arabs.
to the Hajj that Hajj people that are coming. So just to mention, what year was this when you took Hajj?
It was 1970s. 70. Because we left here 72.
Mm.
Towards the end of after July, we came back 73 during that Israel war with the with the Arabs.
Mm.
It was difficult moment at that time. That was already some of the people who were with us, being Muslims, they refused to go for Hajj because we're coming from Palestine. But Palestinians were a lot coming from. Well, that boat was very cheap. Somewhere in Africa, yeah, they wanted to go for Hajj. They come to Hajj, the government refused them to perform their Hajj. They had to go back. It was very tough that time. Hajj was very, very, very tough. But I enjoy my Hajj because I learned a lot out of this Hajj. So when I started to know that Islam is not only a national religion, it's an international religion. All over the world, you find Muslims. Especially in Africa, you find a lot of Muslims. Traditionally, doing one thing, dressed one thing. I said, now this religion is powerful. It's very powerful. Very powerful. Alhamdulillah, may Allah make things easy for us.
And this is what I'm gonna pose the last question.
Shukran.
That how, looking back, as you mentioned the good part of accepting Islam, and you also mentioned the bad part about accepting Islam and the difficulty at that time. And I can understand that at that time it was at the peak of apartheid, and also so many wars that were happening within the world in other countries, and also affected the Hajj ceremony and the Hajj journey that you had to go through. But looking at Islam and the development of Islam within Soweto today, how do you feel? Because now they're masjids, there's a large community of Muslims, and there's also a very good leadership. And also, as you mentioned, there are people of scholarly knowledge that are now within the community of Soweto. How does that make you feel, sir?
I feel very proud. I feel very proud. Said, Allah take me from this world. I live a legacy for the Muslims of South Africa. Before that, at my house, this house of mine was used as a place where we used to do propagation work. This house, we used to hire a tent and put it outside there. You see outside there, there's some bricks there. We used to put a tent there. People used to come from all over the country. People used to come from Nyanga, Guguletu, people comes from North, South, Namibia, people come from Lesotho, people come from Zimbabwe, people used to come from Botswana, come and have that gathering. See, that gathering is the one that make is. See, now people in South Africa, the whites, the apartheid system, they used to have that kind of fear. Because I remember I received a journalist coming from America just after that conference. Then there was an organization here in Soweto. It was called Southern Africa Islamic Council. We elected a committee of 20. Yeah, yes. After that conference, just a month after that conference, a journalist from Post in America came over here. They wanted to see me. Why we form this organization, how many Muslims are in Soweto, etc. But now see, we were very clever because we know about that time. It is a system, the apartheid agents. They
Mm.
are, they are, they are now, they are in now here in Soweto here. So you say, no, it's very, people don't like this religion a lot, man. There are very few. He said, no, I was in there's a conference there. I was there, but you didn't see me there. People were a lot of
Mm.
people coming from other area. How can people coming from Gogoletu, coming from Natal, come to this conference? So now it was my effort. I said, I used to do effort. I used to go. I used to take a train here, go to Natal. Go to even me. I see one Muslim person in Natal there. He give me his address. I go there. I could talk to him. I said, you must come together. You must form something
The
that
unity.
to communicate with one another.
Mm.
I used to go to Cape Town. My friend of mine from Boston took me to Cape Town, but luckily, I said to him, I want to go to Guguletu. He said to me, Guguletu. There's an old man there by the name of so, a Muslim. Go and talk to him in Cape Town, see. So I used to go to him. Then Ibrahim, Dollar Brand,
Mm.
Ibrahim, what? Don't you know Dollar Brand? The one of the, yeah. He used to come here with here and make zikr here
Mm.
with Rashid Valley, the one Koino. They used all to come here and make zikr here. Then he said to me, come to Cape Town. Come to Cape Town, come and see me, come and see my place in Cape Town. I used to go to Cape Town. So I started to communicate with people. Then I then in Northwest in Northwest, that time it's still called Northwest Africa. Northwest, it's not called Namibia. I used to go also to those area there and talk to the people there. So our conference became very successful. I used to go to Nelspruit. I used to go to, in Messina. I could meet people coming from Zimbabwe, being Muslims. So we used to talk to one another about this conference of Muslims coming to. In fact, even if it was not it was not this the agents from America and South
Mm.
Africa here. I think Islam should have been powerful from a long time ago. So then a sheikh came. Then a sheikh came from England. A sheikh came from England. One was still building the mosque there. A sheikh came from England. He he says a mosque must not be like this. A mosque must not like this. It must not be like this. You must put mats. They must put this grass mats, not the one of this one says this one is not right for Islam. So this organization, people, some fall into that joke. Some did not accept it. So it was now a clash among the Muslims. Some were opposing the others. You see, then Islam started now to spread very slowly, until today. Till today.
I
Hmm.
am so thankful to be sitting down with you, Sheikh.
Amen,
And
amen, amen, amen.
and it's such an amazing, your story is very amazing. It's amazing to know that you are one of the people that laid the foundation for the
Alhamdulillah.
growth of Islam today.
Amen, amen.
I myself, as a Muslim convert, look up to people like Sheikh as amazing, inspirational people in my life, to know that, Islam is not a culture, it's a religion.
The
And
religion.
Allah guides you and Allah gives you hidayah because you are the right person. I'm very thankful, Sheikh, for being here and accepting our visit to your home. And I pray that Allah blesses you with more
Amen,
years to come to
amen,
Barakah, and
amen,
also with your family, Jennifer Dose.
amen.
And from us at Salam Media, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi